Okay, now we're live again. Um, I'm not doing the heavy bag warm up today because my feet are still torn up right now. It's been about an hour since I woke up. Just got back in from having my morning smoke and having my coffee. It's essential. Caffeine and nicotine are essential to being the best version of yourself. So I'm just gonna do a quick little bench press workout. This is what I do. I thought I'd share it. I don't really post a whole lot of videos, especially me working out like I used to when I first started, because it's just the same shit all the time, and that would just be really fucking boring. So my cats are gonna be in here with me. Uh, so usually what I do for bench press, the way I program it is I do a progressive overload over a series of 28 days, but I kind of want to try something a little bit different this time just because I already have that kind of base strength and I'm just trying to get back to it. So I do about 10 sets, and each set, so the first set is 10 reps, but I start with just the 45 pounds on the bar. That's about 45 pounds, somewhere in there. It's not a 45-pound bar, so that's why I have these little plates on there. That's a 5 and a 2.5, and they're not exactly weighed out to be exactly that. I'm a little broke right now, so I can't really afford to go get a $5, $10, 5, 10 pound plates, especially 2.5, because I don't have those at Walmart. I really feel like ordering shit on the internet right now. Um, so my first set is going to be 10 reps just at 45 pounds, and then I'll increase each set by 20 pounds until, well, eventually the last set, which would be 1 rep. So every set you go down 1 rep. So it would eventually reach 225 in that 20-pound progression. It's a little rough. Yesterday I only got to 5 sets, to where, let's see, the 5th set, so that it was 6 reps of 135. So if I feel like if I wanted any higher than that, then I wasn't going to be able to do the full set because I was just gassed out. Right now I'm kind of tore up, but the way I used to train, doing the same thing every day, kind of helps with the muscle maturity, kind of go towards tendon, soft tissue strength, that the reoccurring stimuli. Sorry, the audio quality is kind of shit. I'm sure you can hear the vibration of the room in here. I don't have a microphone. I'm not going to order one online right now because, again, I'm broke. So I don't got anybody in right now. That's all right. And then once I do get to the 6th set, where it is 5 reps, I will again show what I did in the last live stream, where I will not be able to complete the full set, a full repetition, and I'll probably get pinned. And I'll show how to safely get out from underneath the barbell when you're bench pressing if you don't have a spotter. So we're kind of following up with what I did yesterday. So let's go. So first set, 45 pounds. It's going to be, maybe this will be a better angle. Oh, god damn it. Shit. Jeez. Let's see what's failing me here. That's a terrible angle. That's not a good angle. No, that's still pretty bad. Doesn't seem like there's a really good angle for this, is there? Maybe let's try over here. That's not bad. Maybe I should have done vertical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Let's see. The frame. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad angle. Kind of feels like I'm being watched by a security camera. All right. 10 reps, first set. One thing I want to emphasize too is that I'm not a bodybuilder. I kind of prioritize more powerlifting. So the muscle that I do grow is going to be strictly from strength training. I like to box, so I don't like to get too bulky and too tied up in my frame. So that way I can still stay fast, stay loose. I'm not really focusing a whole lot on flexibility at the moment. I'm just lazy, honestly. So that was the first set, 10 reps. Do the second set, um, increase it by 20 pounds, it'll be 9 reps. And just like every other YouTube video that you can search up on your own on how to safely do a bench press. Now the difference between, like I said, I'm not a bodybuilder, so my primary style of training is not really going to be revolving around the method of hypertrophy. It's going to be mainly about power, strength. So I'm not doing the half reps at the bottom where the muscle stays under tension, where you get the most stretch, the most pump. So just keep that in mind. I'm not doing this to build muscle. Obviously, I'm not. I've actually been, oh man, I just jumped on the scale last night and it's kind of crazy. I'm somewhere between 163 and 167. My scale's a little messed up, so when you first hop on it, it'll show 2 pounds heavier than what the second and the rest of the readings will show. So not sure if I can really depend on that. So at the beginning of the year, I was actually weighing really close to 190. And I started kind of watching what I was eating. I cut out a lot of stuff, so now I'm kind of down to that. And that really happened in about the first 3-4 months of the year, where I shaved down a lot of that weight, and then I just been kind of maintaining it. So, and I just recently got back into training again. So we're gonna be doing the second set, where instead of it being 10 reps, it's now 9 reps. It's kind of like the pyramid, progressive overload style of training. That's just kind of my own personal take on it. And for power, opposed to what I'm doing, it's preferable, ideal to pause at the bottom and then explode up. Control the eccentric, the way down. And a quick little tidbit, it varies per person on how you feel, but for more of a safer way to bench press for your shoulders, and how to avoid tearing your pec is, say I'm right here, I have the bar, and instead of, let's see where's a good angle at, instead of coming straight down over the shoulders, you want to start here, and then you kind of want to start a path at an angle down to your chest, so it kind of more looks like this. So instead of being here, you're here. This way you get a lot more muscle activation in your chest, in your lats, your shoulders, your triceps. It's not just mainly your front shoulder there and your triceps. So keep that in mind. Keep the shoulders tucked in instead of flared out. When you're at the top, it's okay to flare out. But when you come down, make sure you track the shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades come in, and you're pushing your shoulders down towards your hips. So that way you're not bench pressing like this. You're coming down and pressing back. And when you come up, keep the shoulders down towards your hips. You flare the lats out a little bit, but when you come back down, bring your shoulder blades back in. So we just did the second set, 9 reps. We're going to do now the third set, increase it by another 20 pounds. Well, see, now I don't have another set of 5s, another set of 10s. So I have to do a 30-pound jump to 95 instead of 85 because I have these dumbbells. I have straps, those little straps right there. I could do that, but then it starts swinging, which is, it's not a bad thing, but honestly, I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm just going to do the 30-pound increase. So it's supposed to look like 45, 65, 85, 105. So what I'm going to be doing instead is the 65, 80, or 45, 65, 95, and then I'll go back on track with the 95. Okay, so this is the third set, 8 reps. And I have to talk to myself out loud, or else I'll forget. I have a little whiteboard that can help me keep track right there, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Don't forget your coffee. Coffee is very important. Now this is a little scrub of me, but because this light is so bright, and it'd be kind of weird if I'm working out in the dark. I mean, look how dark it gets in here. And that's not bad. But then the video quality goes down. But I like having the light source available, but I put the glasses on while I'm bench pressing, so that way I'm not getting blinded by the light over here. I know, glasses indoors, it's a little weird. And here's one thing too, I don't like to put the bar right here across my palm. I like to first set up the bar right here, kind of bottom of the meat there of the hand, and go across my pinky. Then as I grab onto the bar, I first start with my index finger, like this. Then I wrap. And I imagine the bar, well, literally the bar is twisting in my hand and locking in, so that way I don't end up flaring out, because now the bar is way out here, and that's where the weight is going to be, and mechanically that's not good. So you want your knuckles as far up to the ceiling as possible. So if I set up like that, if I set up like this, to be able to have the bar safely secured in my hand, I have to have the flat palm. And if I set up right here across the pads there, it just kind of feels weird. It's moving, like if I start up high, once I grab it and put the weight on, it wants to shift back down. So with that weight shifting, it doesn't feel good, doesn't feel secure. So that's how I set up. I spread my hands out like this across the bar, thumb and pinky. I get to the right width that I like. Close my hands, tighten, bring my knuckles over, get my shoulders ready, and then start bench pressing. All right. So like I said, I don't have another set of 5s or 10s, so I can't go 65 or 45, 65, 85. I have to go 45, 65, 95. So that was 95 for 8, third set. I do the fourth set now for, what is it, 7 at 105. I'm going to try and get back on track because the set after this next one is going to be 125 and then it'll be 145. So yesterday I kind of jumped a little too high and I think that's why I didn't really make it very far. So it's always good to kind of reflect on what went wrong. And yesterday I was just doing it just to do it. And that's honestly, it's not the best thing to do, but it's not the worst thing to do. Worst thing to do is to do nothing. So that was kind of my mentality with it. No, I need to keep these on. Throwing the 5s, which, if you look here, I even wrote out a 4.1 because I have a little food scale that goes up to 11 pounds. And like I said, my regular scale, I can just grab it and hop on and see what the weight was before and after. But it will fluctuate under new weight if it's not measuring the same weight over and over again within about 2.5 pound difference. So I don't really rely on my regular scale anymore. My food scale is 100% accurate every time. But if you can see, I have a lot of weights to go through. And I just kind of figured at that point, it doesn't really freaking matter. None of that weight really is going to be on this bar anyway. I have an easy curl bar back here. I haven't used it yet, but maybe I will here in the future. So, alright, so this is 105. We're back on track with the 20-pound increment. We kind of deviated there for a second. But that's alright. This one will kind of feel a little bit easier. I'm going to do 7 now. So we're getting pretty close to the point where actually I won't be able to do the 6th set like I wasn't able to do yesterday. I was only able to do 5 for the 6. Then I'll do the 6th set for 5. All right. It's not really anywhere that I can really put on display what I'm doing. Anyway, gotta put the shades on because the light's too bright. All right, I'm gonna do 7. Okay. So we did our 4th set for 7. I'm gonna swap out now. Alright, so this is the 5th set. Yesterday, I wasn't really thinking about the weight and how the weight increments should be. So instead of jumping from 105 to 125, which is what this is, I jumped straight up from 95 then to, let's see, because I had these on, and then I threw those on to 115, and then I did the 135. So that 30-pound jump from 85, no, from 65 to 95, I think kind of screwed up the whole thing. So now we're going to be doing this set a little bit lower. So maybe I'll be able to do the 6th set, which would be nice. I'd like to write a number 6 on here. So let's see how that goes, huh? Oh, I might need a minute to breathe first. Maybe just relax and see if anybody will jump into the live stream. It's been 20 minutes now. How's y'all's days going? What is it, about noon? It's about noon here. I gotta go to work at 3, so I thought I'd just get this in real quick and just get it done. I'm talking low because it vibrates like crazy in here. You can definitely hear me outside, and I'm a little shy about doing this. But this is something that kind of break me out of that shell. I'm trying not to be the annoying neighbor, but I'm right next to this wall. Like right now I'm touching my neighbor's wall. So I don't really want to be disturbing the peace, so to speak, but so much you can do with these apartments that were built like, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago. Ugh. All right, I'm feeling good. All right, 6th set, right? No, this is the 5th set for 6, that's right. Put this chair in case I fail. So if anybody's watching right now, stay tuned. I'm gonna be failing here in a second. And then I'll kind of, what I did with yesterday's video, kind of demonstrated what it looks like if you were to bench press and fail, and how to fail safely. So let's give this a go. So this is for 6. Oh, not bad. Oh, definitely feeling it now. Oh, I'm actually starting to build up a sweat in this long sleeve and freaking sweats right now. So we need to now jump up from 125 to 145 for 5. This is probably the set that I'm going to fail. This is gonna be the one. It's gonna suck. So, if anybody's scrolling through right now, just hold on a second. I'm catching my breath. I'm gonna do that next. I'm trying to do it for 5 reps and see how it goes. It's gonna suck. That's all I can say. It's gonna suck. Oh. This is my second live stream that I've done so far. And I don't think I've gotten one person to get in here, which is ironic because now I got a shirt on. I had my track shorts on because I was doing my heavy bag kicks. Seems like when you show a lot of skin, that's when people kind of flood in, huh? That's crazy. Not crazy. Let's see if I can freaking do this, but I need to catch my breath. So this is, as of right now, how I am currently. I haven't done any bench press training for over a year now. So let's see, I've already done, let's see, there's 19, 37, right? 10, 19, plus 8. No, 10, 19, 27, 34. It's my cat. Jesus fuck, dude. Come here. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah. Oh, aren't you just adorable? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream right now, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought you'd come say hi. Did you miss me? Yeah. But you don't care. That doesn't mean anything to you because you're a cat. Say hello to everyone. Come here, buddy. Well, it's that time. It is that time. It's that time, buddy. It's that time. Yeah. Yeah, it's that time. Put your claws on my face. So this is the one I'm probably gonna fail. So if you want to see how to, when you're bench pressing, get to failure, which this is probably going to be that set. I'm going to try and get 5 reps. It's probably not going to happen. If you're by yourself, it's a little bit of a risky situation. So one thing that will help is notice that I don't put any clips at the end of the bar. So for a lot of people, they like to lean it off to one side, but they'll put clips on. That doesn't necessarily put you in a safer position when you have clips on a bench press, on a compound press like this, where you can get pinned. So one thing that you can do is kind of tilt the weights off to one side. They all slide off. You can get out, but then you can risk hurting or damaging property or people, so that's not the best thing to do. So for me, the best thing to do is to, when you get down and it's against your chest right here, because ideally this is where you want it. You don't want it up here. You never want to bench press up here. You want to bench press down here, just right above your solar plex, your diaphragm. What you want to do is get it underneath your ribs, so that way it's not crushing any of your ribs. You don't cause any fractures or bruising. You don't cause the diaphragm bone right here that's in your sternum. If that breaks off and punctures your diaphragm, you can die. It'll cause your nervous system to then go in shock, and your diaphragm won't be able to work properly for your lungs to work. It won't puncture your lungs, but it'll feel like it. You'll feel like you have no lungs. So the best thing to do is when you get down to here, to get it down, just push it just a little bit as best as you can. You don't want to load this up 200% more than you can do. It's okay if you're doing a negative. It's best to have a spotter when you're doing a negative for a weight that you can't do. But when you come down, just pop it down to underneath your ribs right there, roll it to your hips, and then kick up. That's probably what's going to happen in this next set. So nobody's watching right now, but that's all right. It's just my death that's about to happen. Make sure we have some coffee. Put the shades on. Again, sunglasses, light. It's very bright. It's basically looking at the sun. All right. Just escaped death and nobody saw it. It's awesome. Okay. It's kind of like what I was doing before. I was trying to count how many reps I've already done. So we did the first set for 10 reps, second one for 9, third one for 8, fourth one for 7, fifth one for 6, and we just did the sixth one for 5. So that's 19, 27, 34, 40, 45. So I've done this before. I have a total of 10 more repetitions to do because we have the 7th set for 4 reps. So that'd be 49. 8th one would be for 3. That would be 52. 9th one for 2. That would be 54. And the 10th one will be 1. That would be 55. So right now I have done the 6th set. So we're here. So that's kind of what it looks like. Get a little bit closer. I guess I can do it like this too. Maybe rewrite this. So we did 45, 65, and just because I don't have the right weights, we did 95, then 105, 125, 145, and it's supposed to be 165, 185, 205, and then 225. I'm not going to be able to get to 225, but that's the way that it's structured in that progressive overload. So in that we did 10, 19, and 27, and then 34, 40, 45, 49, 52, 54, and 55. So this is kind of how it looks. Oh, you can't really tell because it's backwards. It's fine. So first set, that's the set. This is the rep. This is the weight. That's how many repetitions in totality that we've done so far. So first set, did 10 reps, 45 pounds, 10 reps. Or no, total of 10 reps, that's right. Second set, 9 reps, 65 pounds. We actually did the actual progression that we're supposed to do. We did a total of 19 reps, so you kind of get the gist of it. So now we're all the way down here. I did the 6th set for 5 at 145. We've done a total of 45 reps so far, and I'm dead. So, done 6. I'm probably not going to be able to do 7, but I'm going to go to failure. So, we're going to load up the bar to 165, and I'm probably going to be able to do 1, maybe. And then the second one, I'll show what it looks like to bench press without a spotter and how not to die. So let's see, we've got 135. That'll be, okay, so we just need to throw a 10 on, right? 35, 55, 65, that's right. All right. What time is it? It's about noon. Okay. I need to give myself another minute to recover from that last set. That was rough. All right. That's actually, it's not bad. I did better than I thought I was going to. Seeing how I went kind of off track yesterday. I wasn't really keeping track of what it's supposed to be. I didn't write it down like that. I have. It's in a document on my computer, but I just wasn't looking at it. So yesterday I did the 135 for 5 or for 6. And that just about broke me. So today that I did the 125 for 6, felt heavy, but good. I finished the whole set. Then I did 145 for 5. That's kind of, I'm proud of myself for that. That's really all it is. It's just finding where your limitations are, knowing your limitations, and then pushing those limitations and working around those limitations to be able to push your limitations further so you can get stronger. So now I've been doing this for 3 days in a row now. So if I were to just stop right here, that would be my max until I tried to go heavier. You're not really pushing the stimulus of the recruiting muscles as much as you should to be able to grow in size and strength. And again, I'm not a bodybuilder, obviously. I'm kind of a what's the word for it? Can't think of it right now. I'm a little guy. I don't really focus on building muscle. I understand how it's important, but I'm really just focused on just building strength. This is by means not even close to being impressive of a bench press. I'd probably have more people watching if it was. So yeah, we're gonna try 165 for 4. Let's get it done. Ooh, I have chalk. Now this chalk I'm 27 now. I got this chalk when I was 18. Now this isn't the original block that I used. I actually just got done, or just got through using the last little nub of it like 2 years ago. But I have a whole box down there of chalk this is the second block that I've ever gone through. So my training hasn't been super consistent over the years. Now when you use chalk, this is very important. Get in the sides of your fingers. See how that one's bare? Then I got chalk right here. So you want to get in there because it's going to be thinner skin there in between your fingers. So that's where the most moisture is going to come out of. I'm making a mess. I like to get the bottom of the palm right there, the fingertips, just everywhere where the palm is. Get a general, get all around right here. Now this is important. If you're putting on chalk for grip, don't do that. Just don't do that, especially in a home gym. It's gonna make a mess. So what you want to do is put your hands together and rub them. Still makes a mess. That way you get chalk evenly distributed throughout your whole hand. See how the only part of the skin that you can see is the back of my hand. That's how you want it. You don't want the inside of your fingers to really be visible. Just really rub it in. That's really all you want. Okay. 165 for 4. Probably not gonna get it. Probably gonna die. Oh yeah, that feels heavy. That's all I got. Ooh, that's all I got. The fact that I was able to do it once, like I predicted, I'm happy enough with that, honestly. So, I'm not gonna, I'll just end the live stream there. I'm not gonna record me putting away the weight. So, thanks for, I guess, not watching. Nobody's watching. Oh well. Yeah, second live stream ever. I'll try and keep doing this on a regular basis. It'll probably just be the same shit over and over and over again. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next little while. And maybe one of these times I'll get pinned or my pec will snap and I'll die. That'd be good content, right? Anyway, yeah, this is here one more time. I'll flip this around so you can actually see it. So this will be the structure that I'll be following. So this is the sets, reps, weight, and total amount of reps. So total amount of reps you end up doing is 55. I ended up doing 46 because I actually completed the 6th set for 5 reps at 145. So I did 45 reps. I attempted the 7th set for 4 reps at 165, but I only got the 1 rep. So that's kind of the structure that I'll be following. I should really get down to Walmart and buy me some freaking weights, so that way I can do this for real. I need a new barbell. It's got a welder on here. Look at this. So I had to tape this up. I think it's on this side or it's on this side, but there's these little pins right there. It's one of those barbells where it's held together by a pin. You slide it in, you pin it, and then whoever had this last welded this little connecting point right here, and I had to put tape over it because when I was using it, the weld broke and it was just tearing up my freaking thumb right there. Just tons of little micro tears, well, cuts. And I couldn't do anything for a while and it sucked. They sucked. Well, I guess I can do this too. See how many pull-ups I can do. Probably not a lot. Oh, that's a lovely sight, isn't it? That's awesome. There we go. I guess you're gonna end up watching me putting away these weights anyway. And that is extremely good content because you always want to put your fucking weights away. Now, if I see you in the gym not putting your weights away, am I gonna do anything about it? No. I'm gonna judge you like a Mormon. Jokes. All right, I'm assuming I'm only gonna be able to get like 5 pull-ups. Because again, I haven't been working out, can't tell. So I'm gonna assume 5. I wanna be able to get 10, that'd be nice. I'm assuming 5, I'm gassed out. I'm assuming all these muscles are just done. So let's see. Yep. Just 5. That's it. And that's gonna be my workout for the day.